Hey, what's up everybody? It is Kellen here from Start Your Systems and welcome back to First Look, where today we're going to be checking out the 2025 Daytona Supercross track in MX Simulator. This track is going to be out in a few hours for everyone racing in the Moto Option Supercross Championship tonight. But it's also our first look at what this track is going to look like for round 8 of Monster Energy AMA Supercross coming up this weekend at Daytona International Speedway. And of course, Ricky Carmichael has designed this track once again. And honestly, he maybe has cooked up his most banger of banger tracks that we've ever seen. This track is huge. There's a lot of elements to it. We'll try to take you guys through it as much as we can and do all the different options here today. Maybe even a little bit of a longer first look video here to kick it off. So let's bring you through it right over the finish line jump. This is my first look at the track as well, so apologies if I'm not getting through the track very clean, but some rollers into a wall jump and then down the backside into a whoop section. And obviously in sim, this seems to be more than 9 whoops, but it's a long set of whoops after this wall jump into this bowl corner at the other side. How many whoops is this? I'm going to actually go count so that we know how many we're hitting next time by, because this feels a little bit longer than 9 for sure. We got a starter whoop then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's 10 whoops. Feels super long though still. And they have actually been starting to do a little bit more of the 10 whoop options on, you know, tracks that aren't even Daytona. So that's definitely a possibility that we see 10 whoops this weekend. Classic sand sections, and then looks like we have a triple into a raised corner, kind of like slightly off camber inside outside options. Then another like 353 triple option, big ruts in it obviously for the sim version here. And then come out of this corner. This seems like it's going to be 3 in, 3 again, and then maybe you would launch from this one over the big single jump right here, or maybe 3, 4, and then launch the single to flat out into this corner. Multiple options, inside, outside, a roller on the exit, a roller on the entrance for this one. Obviously, you could go outside and avoid the roller, or even a roller on the exit right there. And then a double back across the turn 1 complex right here. Land off of that, and then 3, 4 more rollers on this end. Come out of this corner, and then you got the Supercross triple. All right, this is going to be a hectic track to learn, so I apologize that since it's my first look at it, I really probably won't do a very good job of showing off the track. But we're going to try our very best to put it all together and make it look at least halfway decent. Definitely got some ruts in these jump faces. Going to kick you out for a little bit of a whirlwind on occasion, like right there, almost went over the bars. And then this peaky double into a wall jump. And for those of you that are like, well, why can't you just jump all the way to this wall jump? They have put up some invisible walls here on the track, and I'd have to imagine that is one location where they've done it. Probably a few other spots based on kind of how this track is laid out, but we'll kind of cross those bridges as we get to it. All right, can we actually get up on top of these whoops this time, not bounce through them? Gosh, those are kind of gnarly this week, honestly. Peaky and very notchy is what I would describe them as. So watch out, you people playing MX Simulator tonight. You're going to struggle in the whoops, I have to imagine. Tried to hook that rut, and it hooked me off the track. Trying to think of what we can do here for some of these options, but I'm trying to just remember the track as well, which is always tough. And then obviously the guys racing tonight only have basically an hour to learn this whole thing and then race it effectively. So it looks like you could go up here, barely maybe double out of that and double into this. And then last time we went way out here. So like I said, triple in, triple again, and then into this, over that. Yeah, that's actually a really fun line if you get it cleanly. Kind of like that option right there. I like the back-to-back inside roller things that they got going on here. Certainly breaks up the possibilities of what you could do in that section. This double over the start's kind of tricky because you definitely have to check up to hit it. You can't hit it wide open. I feel like even on a 250F, you'll probably have to check up and hit it. And then a Supercross triple, which normally is in front of the grandstands. Kind of an odd spot for it on the track this year. Can we go over this table? Yes, we can. So then 3, or maybe you want to go 4, 4 into the corner right there. Just trying to figure this all out and also not crash as much as I was on the first lap or 2 there. So yeah, double here over the wall jump. Very open track. I mean, seriously, it feels very fast. Oh gosh, that caught me a little bit right there. Was not expecting to get thrown over the bars on that little notchy roller. Surprising that did that to me, because I feel like my suspension handles little weird bumps like that, but I guess not on Daytona. Daytona used to be one of those races that I was hit and miss at when I was professional in sim. Sometimes I was really good. Sometimes I was really not very good. All right, there we go. Got through the whoops that time. All right, so out of this corner, 3 in. Can you 4? Yes, you can on a 450. And then I guess through here is just about finding some sort of rhythm through going through that. And then will most people want to jump up here? I don't really know. Like, I feel like maybe it's actually not the worst idea to check up and go inside, because out of this thing, you can roll down and do that. Can we go from like this rut to triple in? Pretty tough, actually. There's probably a lip somewhere in there that you can hit. But I like the outside 3-3 over this big single. But you can jump off it to flat. Let's go outside here and turn this to inside and see how this feels over this roller. Off of that. Now you don't have to check up as much for this. You still can't really pin it off of that, but definitely not as much of a checkup as coming from the way outside line. Supercross triple. Let's see if we go to this berm, if we can pop a 3 in off of this. Well, the bike would hook into one of those ruts. That'd be great instead of just sliding on top of both of them. Maybe if I try middle rut. I always like going way outside though, just to get the most run and pop. So you definitely can 3 in. Then what from there? 3, 4 into this big jump right here, and then 4 to this maybe? 3 out. Yeah, some options. Certainly some options in there. I think most people are going to want to go inside, but then you definitely have to probably get over that tabletop pretty cleanly. And wall jump, and then you got to be watch it out right here for that little kicker. And even right here probably is a little bit of a kicker that could throw you for a loop. Scrub the finish line jump, and then off we go for another lap. So let's try to put like an actually decent lap together here. Off of this guy, and then get up on top of the whoops. Nice, got through those. Pretty tricky, like I said. 3 in. It's just 3 this. And then jump over that guy into the sand. Probably going to ban people crossing over that tonight, I'd have to imagine. They don't usually like people crossing over lines like that. Oh my gosh, almost went over the bars. That is also very tricky to do right there. 3 in from first gear, not too shabby. Oh, and then no lift. That's another thing about Daytona that's always tricky in sim, is that if you're not actually like landing in the ruts, you won't get the pop for the next jump, because the ruts are what is the actual jump face, and then they almost roll out the sides of it, so that if you end up off kilter on top of one of the ruts, you don't get enough lift, and then suddenly you're way off rhythm. So it is tricky. It is tricky to kind of get everything right through here. I'm going to try to go outside one more time and get this triple in. So triple in, 4, just all the way back across the track, and then 3 into the corner. So in some semblance, I did do the rhythm section. Just wasn't very clean. Whoa, 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 and then into the scrub. That was a bit of a ride right there. Can you jump all the way to this? Oh yeah, you can. That's actually, I think, kind of a viable line if you do that, just to not end up in those weird, choppy ruts down below. Seems pretty obvious to tap that and then get onto the wall jump fast. And then into the whoops we go. Nice. Through the top of those boys pretty clean. Out of this corner, 3 in pocket, 4. A little short right there. Then jump to the right side of the sand. Honestly, the left side of the sand feels way better than the right. I don't know if it's the angle of approach or what have you, but I don't like the right side of the sand at all. And obviously, I don't race, so I won't know what it feels like to race it, but I feel like I would never go to the right side of the sand there, personally speaking. A little bit long right there. Instant legs. But yeah, this is a gnarly track, man. Daytona always is a special one. Definitely unique. Definitely some interesting results. We're back racing 250 East this weekend, so who knows? Anstey almost won the first 2 races of the season for East. Obviously, Kitchen got a win, but who knows? Someone random might win this weekend. Maybe we have Vial or Hampshire get back up on top, or something different, third different winner in that series. And then the 450 class. Yeah, it used to be Eli Tomac's playground, but Eli Tomac ain't here this year. So who's going to win this race? No Jet Lawrence either, who won it last year. Could it be Webb? Could it be Sexton? Could it be Roxon? Could it be Anderson? Who knows? Have fun watching this weekend. All right, I'm going to do one more lap here at the end. Try to put a whole lap together again for you guys and I think I mostly showed off all the lines. I can't think of anything that I really missed or didn't dive into. Showed you the options in the sand, showed you this. And here we go. Let's see if we can run a decent lap. Over the finish line, jump. We go. Land on that rear tire, pop off of this single, get on the brakes hard, into the wall jump, down the back side of it, up on top of the whoops. Don't get wayward. Yep, we're going down. Trying to tire tap that third whoop in line when the front tire started to dip, and then you can put it down on the fifth whoop, and boom, we go down. So we'll come from this. Actually, I haven't gone inside here yet, so let's go inside, double out of this corner, 3, and then I guess you could probably 3 all the way to this single, although that single is pretty peaky. It's going to be tough to nail that with efficiency. We'll check up and double into this, go to the far inside. Oh, watch out for that inside ledge. Could also reach up and bite you. And honestly, I feel like tripling this is kind of annoying. Like, you definitely almost have to double and then go to this inside line here. Jump out of this corner. 3. Can you 3 off of this? Nope, just going to plow into the face of that. Don't land in the mechanics area. Don't take out the friendly mechanics. Go through these little switchbacks here. Really keen to see what the optimal line is there, what people end up doing. Double across the start. We haven't even tried to go to this inside rut in the berm here, but it's certainly a viable option. It's a nice rut, no question about it. And then let's see if we can take this middle rut and 3 in. Yes, we can. 4, little short, barrel roll to death. And that's Daytona, ladies and gentlefish. 2025, a banger by old Richard Charmander himself, putting one up for the boys. This is going to be such a unique challenge. Can't wait to see what it's like tonight for Moto Option Supercross. See, so if I show you right here. Oh no. Okay, I was going to say, maybe there isn't a wall. Definitely assume they would have put a wall there so you can't downside the wall jump. Visible wall there that you hit. And then where would the other one be? Because I know that they were talking about putting a couple in. Would it be off the finish line? But like, there's no real good reason to go along on the finish line, although maybe they did anyway. I don't know. Anyway, this is Daytona 2025 by the Race Factory Gaming track crew in MX Simulator. Be sure to watch round number 8 of Moto Option Supercross tonight, round number 8 of Monster Energy Supercross this weekend. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, hit me up in the comment section below. But thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. So long for now.